Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, I trust you enjoyed my last video on guitar legend Eric Clapton, and as one of the best in the world, and through a few of his songs, we looked at what makes somebody the best in the world at what they do. So I trust you found that one encouragement. We're going from there to Marshall Bruce Mathers III, born in 1972 in St. Joseph, Missouri. Um, Apparently, it was a 73-hour labour to bring him into the world, which nearly killed his mum, but his mum survived that. That's like 3 days. It's a long time. And as Marshall was growing up, his father left, and despite him writing letters to his dad, they always came back return to sender. So that very much would have influenced him growing up and influenced him into the music career that he would have, and as one of the most successful in his particular genre. If you think about rap, this is where we're going today. And the few sorts of raps that we talk about: horrorcore, comedy, hip hop, hardcore hip hop, rap, rock, and all the rest of it. And he was very much responsible for saying that white kids could rap as well as the rest of them. And he very much brought that into the world. And of course, we're talking about Eminem. Uh, that's the name that he's adopted, and he's been very, very successful indeed. Such a distinctive name, just one word is all it needs to be. He represents pop angst and very much represents the US underclass, just with words that's just so passionate, the stories, the passion in which he tells them, the many words that he puts into his songs to just really lay it all on the line and to go through all gamut of emotions and feelings and life experience. He's been dubbed the modern day William Shakespeare as well, just with his ability to write lyrics. And of course, rap has a lot of lyrics in them, and he certainly has capitalized on that. Eminem has had 11 albums between 96 and 2020. Estimated he has sold 220 million albums, which is one of the most successful, really, of all time. To put context, the Beatles sold 600 million, and Elvis Presley sold 500 million. Elton John sold 300 million. So he's getting up there as one in the top few in the world, really. He He's also been in a movie, 2002, 8 Mile. That's where he portrayed a fictional version of himself in the whole rap world, and that was a very successful movie for Eminem. And we're going to get onto one of the songs in a minute that came from that movie. Now, Eminem has not been scared to be controversial. He has had controversy after controversy after controversy. I think this just goes with someone who just really wants to make a difference in the world and really wants people to listen and to take notice of him. And because of that, there's been some controversy in his life. But you know what? In this world of, I suppose, where everyone tries to be the same and everything else, it's something good about people who don't want to do that. They want to be different, and because of that, they're going to create controversy. I think the takeaway from the Eminem story today is just that, again, he represented the US underclass, and so the US underclass has relatively resonated with him. And because of that, they themselves feel like they've got a voice. They feel like that they can be themselves. They feel like they can do what they want to do. This concept of normal is an interesting word, isn't it? I mean, I would argue even before COVID-19 started, I mean, normal's kind of shifted because of that. But even before that, this concept of a normal of some sort, where there's some kind of society norm and expectation, it's kind of been shaken up, been shaken up for quite a long time now. And there's certainly people like Eminem who do that, and others who have said, hang on a minute, we don't need to be normal. In fact, why would we want to be normal when we can be ourselves? we all do our best to try and fit in, and of course, well, obviously, we all need to fit in to a certain extent. But for some people, it's very hard to fit in. For some people, it's difficult because there's just so much in them. There might be disability, or there might be just some way they are, and people just think, "Oh, you're not normal." Well, I would come out and say to people that what we can actually do, we can remove the normal line. Let's just remove it. Society norms, society expectations have shifted, and this is an opportunity for us to realise that we're all different, we're all unique, and we're all individual. And I'm not going to be able to fit into your normal, as you're not going to be able to fit into mine. This is very much what Eminem has brought to the world, I'm thinking, with his controversy, and he's not scared to actually stand up and be himself. I think one of the issues, of course, is that if you do decide to go that way, you've got to actually go all the way with it. You can't just sort of do it half-half. You've got to think, well, this is the way I'm going to be, and this is the way I'm going to go, and this is the way I'm going to be. And of course, as we've discovered with people like Elvis Presley and Elton John, which I've done previously, they haven't been scared to be themselves, and the world has resonated with them. Such as the world has resonated with Eminem, particularly the underclass of the US. 220 million album sales are very significant for a rap artist. So don't be scared to be ourselves. This has been the message of late. And if that ruffles a few feathers, well, so be it. But just have a bit of a strategy of how you're going to do that. So, and as well as the 220 million albums, he's also sold 54 singles, and he's been nominated 381 times and won 148 awards. So that's pretty cool for a rap artist right there. He has won an Academy Award. There's been 8 American Music Awards, Billboard Music Awards, lots of them. Brit Awards, several Grammy Awards, and several MTV, YouTube, People's Choice, those kind of awards. So he's won a lot of awards, Eminem, and has been well and truly respected, not just by his fans, but by the industry as well. So, let's get on to the clips. So we've got, first of all, Love the Way You Live. This came off the Recovery album of 2010. This is a live performance from the VMA Awards, and the great thing about this song and the great thing about Eminem is he does collaborate with others. Eminem very much, I suppose, talks and raps his songs. He sings every now and then, and so he's good. He'll collaborate with a singer as well to bring out the song even more. Love the Way You Live was a collaboration with Rihanna. Of course, she's music royalty. This is an absolutely stunning performance, this one. When I was watching this one, I got goosebumps. There's just something about Eminem, just the way he is, the way that his attitude, his angst, but just the way that he writes and raps, it's just pretty cool. And you can see just by the way he's on stage, he's a compelling character, this guy. Absolutely compelling, and I can see why he's won the success he has. So we've got Love the Way You Live. We then go to the Oscars. Now, who thought we'd have a rap song at the Oscars? But in 2002, out came this little movie, 8 Mile, and Lose Yourself from that particular movie. Now, I think Lose Yourself may have been the thing that won the Oscar for Eminem. So, of course, they were going to get him to do the song live at the Oscars. There's something really cool about this little clip because the Oscars in this particular little montage just acknowledge the importance of music and songs, and they do a little bit of a montage before of just significant songs in movies, and of course they finish that off with Lose Yourself from 8 Mile also being significant. So you can't separate Lose Yourself and 8 Mile from each other, as many of the other songs are in that montage. So we've got that one. That's a live version as well at the Oscars. The stakes don't get much higher than that. We then got Rap God. This came off the Marshall Mathers number 2 album, and there's just so many words in this song. I wanted to try and find a clip where he does. There are a lot of words, and about 2 minutes in here in this clip. Again, it's live. You lose track of how many words. In fact, this song has got a record for one of the most words in any song of all time. So it's a pretty significant one, this one. But just imagine being able to articulate, to breathe, all the rest of the stuff that you need to be able to do to get out the words as quickly as this. This shows how an incredible rapper Eminem is, and he certainly deserves the title as one of the best ever. So we've got that one there as well. So the links to those three rap songs are in the description below. And I've also included my last one from Eric Clapton. So if you want to recap on him, feel free. Well, if you've come back for another video as we've contemplated this thing of controversy and its place in the world, and this concept of normal, whatever that means now, all of these things are really what we're saying is that we are all unique and we're all original now. Let's stop trying to fit in quite as much and truly try and be ourselves. I'm not inciting riots here, by the way. I'm not suggesting people go out and start doing things. All I'm saying is let's not be scared to be ourselves. But remember, we're also part of a bigger society at the same time. So how we balance all of that stuff, well, it's up to each of us to decide. So if you've come back for another one, as I've said, or this is your first time to Life Reflections Through Music or Life Reflections Through Rap as it is today. In fact, I was just thinking I do that little musical piece at the beginning of each of my videos. Well, that's nowhere near where we are today, but you know, it's a little trademark we have, so we put it in there. So we looked at rap today, Life Reflections Through Rap today. So thanks for everybody for hanging around, and thank you for the engagement. Really appreciate your company today. So that's it for today. Next time we're going to go on to 1980s, 90s band, the Eurogliders. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.